What's up, my besties? I'm Nicole, and I'm back with another video. I'm back with another video. I'm back with another video. All right, y'all. So today, if y'all remember, my last video, I said that I was gonna give y'all like a story time on what took me so long to get back on YouTube, on all my social media channels. What happened. And some of y'all already know, I had a baby, and so not just me having a baby played a part in that, but just from the beginning to like the end, right? So it started last year, and it just happened so fast, y'all. But last year, March, I found out, beginning of March, I found out I was pregnant, and y'all, I was not doing the best, like, with the information, you know, like, of course it's expected, we're all adults. However, I was so hurt, because I was already saying, like, I don't want no more kids, I don't want any more kids, I'm good. And even Ahmad said the same thing, like, we were on the same page, we wasn't looking to have no babies, you know. But we're thankful, we're blessed, we love our little Avery, our little princess. But y'all, just from like being pregnant and finding out I was pregnant, like immediately, like my symptoms, everything was just like this, you know what I'm saying? So I struggled so much, like with morning sickness. It wasn't really like more of like the vomiting or anything. It was just, I was so much more tired. I felt really sick. It's just, it never came up. Like, so I can count on my fingers, y'all, like I only probably vomited like maybe 3-4 times during my entire pregnancy with her. But it just, I felt sick all the time. Like, and I didn't feel like doing anything. And it took me a minute to like accept that I was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like when Ahmad and I found out, you know, whatever, and I told him, we sat in the room for like maybe like 2 hours, y'all, like just talking about it, you know, because we're like, whew, you know, like trying to wrap our heads around it. Because not only was it my life changing, it's also his too, you know. So we sat there for a minute trying to figure out like, what we gonna do. And so we kept the information, we withheld it from a lot of people because I wasn't ready to talk about it. Like I was so upset. I was upset with myself, y'all. Like I blame myself in this a lot of the time. So like I would say like maybe for a couple weeks we didn't share the information, and then we finally shared it with our family. We finally told our kids or whatever. Like they were happy. My boys thought that I was pranking them. His daughter was very happy when she found out. You know, we had the support. We thought our families were gonna probably be upset, a little disappointed, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, it was our situation and it's us, it's our life. And surprisingly, our family did what we knew they were gonna do, which was support no matter what. And everyone was happy, everyone was loving and supportive, and we're just grateful for that. But my body, like, it just took a lot on me, y'all. Like, not only did I stop YouTube, I stopped posting a lot on Snapchat, posting a lot on TikTok. Everybody know I love my little TikTok. And days when I did feel good, I would post on TikTok, but it was days that I just felt like the absolute worst. And I was like, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to deal with TikTok. I don't want to talk to anybody. It wasn't just my social media life. It was like in real life social. Like I didn't talk to a lot of people that I would normally talk to or whatever on, you know, on a daily basis. I cut a lot of people off. Well, I ain't gonna say cut off. I shut a lot of people out at the time because I was dealing with so much, y'all. So like I said in the beginning, me just finding out I was pregnant, being pregnant, like that was a lot on me. All I want to do was just sleep. I was so sick. It was just a lot. And I didn't want to be bothered with anything. I didn't have the energy. I didn't have the drive, the push anymore, the motivation to continue on my social media channels and even in my everyday life, you know. So that played a lot in you guys not seeing me not posting for a while. And y'all, when I tell you, like, I didn't sleep as much with her, I couldn't really eat the things that I like to eat. Like, she didn't like anything sweet. And if I did have a sweet tooth or like was craving something sweet, I had to like get it right then and there. If I would have waited like maybe like the next day and got something, that craving went away just like that. Like that's how Avery works. That if I would plan something with someone and want to go hang out, me planning it, if I didn't do it that same day, by that weekend, I'm like, Yeah, I thought I was about to go out, but my body saying no. Like Avery's like, nah, homie, you about to lay in this bed all day. So that's how it was for us, you know. I thank God for her, but that pregnancy was totally different from my first two. You know what I'm saying? So it took a toll on me. It took a toll on me, and not only that, of course, me being a lot older, having a baby, and I'm not saying I'm old, but you know, being a lot older, having a baby, you do experience more, you feel more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot. It's not, your body's not what it was 10 years ago. Because my oldest is getting ready to be 10 years old, y'all, this year. So, come on, you know? So, it was just a lot on me. And when we went in for her to get induced, because I was so ready to have her, y'all. And we got induced, it was the 9th. Yeah, we got induced on the 9th. She was due the 12th of November. But I was just so ready, y'all. So ready. And so, because I was so miserable. So we went in, we were supposed to get induced. Let me say that. It was a scheduled induction. But y'all, that entire day, we got there like 2 or 3 that afternoon. But they were going to start the induction at midnight that night. So the next day would be the 10th. And I remember that entire day, Ahmad was in there. He was like, you're not going to make it to midnight. Like, she's coming like tonight, you know, like he just kept saying it. I'm like, oh, you know, and he literally spoke that thing because she came that night, y'all. So she came after midnight, but it was considered the 10th, y'all. We didn't even get an induction. Like, I didn't get induced. Like, that's how fast it just happened like that, y'all. Like, you know, they monitored me the entire time, but I started like really dilating around like 11-ish, 12-ish. No, about a little bit after, yeah, about 11 to almost 12. And I was at 3 centimeters. And so with me being at 3 centimeters, when they checked me, they were like, there's no need for you to get induced now because like it's working on its own, you know, like we don't have to break your water. So like when I was 3 centimeters, next thing I know, they checked me. I ended up being 6 centimeters. And after being 6, I was like, so something ain't right. My body is like, I feel like I'm pushing. Like, I said, I feel like I'm pushing and I'm not supposed to be pushing right now because there was no doctor in sight. I was just in there. And I remember Ahmad and the nurse to do like the epidural because I wanted to get another epidural. Like I don't know why I wanted an epidural, y'all, because with my first child, like with KJ, I got an epidural and it only worked on the right side. My left side, I still felt everything. Now with Aiden, I got induced with Aiden and I got an epidural. But y'all, the epidural didn't kick in until after I pushed him out. So I felt everything. So I don't know why I wanted an epidural, but I wanted because it was like the pain was getting so bad and everything was moving like this. Like my body was changing like this, y'all. So when I asked for epidural, the lady was coming in to like start talking to me about it. And I remember her and Ahmad sitting right there at the end of the bed. And I was like, I'm pushing and I'm not supposed to be pushing right now. Like something is not right. My body is pushing on its own. They thought I was crazy. So I was like, no, y'all the one crazy. I ain't crazy. Come on, let's get this baby out of me type thing. And so the lady checked me and she was like, you're now 8 centimeters. And I'm like, no, like I'm pushing. She checked, like she literally checked like in the next 2 minutes. She's like, oh, it's time to push. And I'm like, push. So I pushed Avery out. And y'all, like after I pushed her, we got home. Immediately when we got home, I experienced postpartum. And I can say that it's postpartum, but when I started experiencing it, I didn't know that was postpartum, okay? So like immediately when I got home, maybe like a day or two, I just felt myself always wanting to cry. I felt like I was in such a dark space or place. I was just always down. I was overwhelmed. I was sad. I was upset. I was hurt. I had some happy moments, but y'all, I wasn't as happy. And I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't as happy. And I remember one morning, I want to say Ahmad, like maybe a day or two, when we got home, Ahmad made breakfast. And I had like, he made like bacon, eggs, sausage, grits, like I wanted all of that. And he made that. And I remember like I was sitting in the same exact spot and he was bringing my food to me. And I remember saying to him, I was like, I don't know why I feel like I want to cry. And I just started crying. He's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I don't know. But y'all was going through so much mentally, like not just mentally, but socially, like, and physically, because it took a toll on me where I didn't talk about it. Like I literally suffered in silence. You know, Ahmad was with me every step of the way. From the moment I found out I was pregnant, he was there. He's still here. Let me say that he's still here today. And Avery's getting ready to be 5 months in April. But not just that, like, you know, he was there the entire time when I had her. He helped like get me together, get me clean, get me ready, get me dressed, everything that I needed to do because I couldn't do for myself. He was there to help me. You know, he cooked, he cleaned, he took care of my boys, make sure they was at school, got home from school. He made sure that they were together as far as food. My allergies, y'all. He made sure everyone ate. He took care of the baby, you know, because I was going through so much and I couldn't put my finger on it. Like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I wouldn't say anything to him. It's like I was like very dismissive and cold shoulder with him. Like I was never like mean, like I wasn't like that. I was like, he would say something to me, I would be very quiet, or I kind of like give him one word answer, like kind of whatever type thing. Like I was just so cold shoulder, didn't want to be bothered with him or the kids, y'all. Like it's embarrassing to say, but I went through that, you know, and I just want to be in my room some days and just cry and close the door and I don't want to talk to anyone. And I remember it being one night, because Ahmad was doing everything, y'all. And I remember being one night, I wanted to do something. I felt like me having a third child was like, what am I going to do? Like a third baby, girl, like what you going to do? That's a lot. So I was trying, it's kind of was like me trying to prove myself. So I remember getting up one night, we was all sitting around here, everybody was doing their own little thing. And I went in the kitchen because I saw a few dishes. So I went in the kitchen and I wanted to start getting the dishes clean. Like I wanted to kind of do something, you know what I'm saying? And I remember in the kitchen, I started to run the water for the dishes. And y'all, I just started bawling, like crying. And I was okay, maybe like moments before. And the boys recognized I was crying. And I remember like KJ came and ran and hugged me like, Mom, it's okay, what's wrong? It's okay, talk to me about it. And my boys are so like that because I'm like that with them. Like we communicate everything, but for some reason, like experiencing postpartum, y'all, I couldn't find the words to say because I didn't know what I was going through. Like I couldn't explain it. I remember crying and like I was bawling and I was like, my hands in the water, and I was just crying. And I remember KJ hugging me. Aiden saw me and he was like, oh, Mr. Mott. And he came around, he's like, Mr. Mott, my mom's crying. I don't know why. And then I remember Mr. Mott coming in the kitchen. He's like, baby, what's wrong? And I was like, I think I just ignored them and I was just crying so hard. And he's like, whatever it is, it's gonna be okay. So I remember all of them hugging me. And y'all, I kind of gave them a silent treatment. Like I never said anything to them. And I remember, like I never said anything. And I think I remember like just never, I don't think I ever explain to them what happened, but I do remember like I said, it's been days where I would be my best self and there were days where I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? And I remember it being one morning, well, I went to bed one night and I was like kind of standoffish with Ahmad. And y'all, when I say this man is so patient, so kind, so gentle, and he's been like that since the day I met him, y'all, and he is still like that today. But when I say during that time frame, he was all of those things. Like even when I gave the cold shoulder, he still did his part. Like he still did the things that I didn't even expect him to do. You know what I'm saying? And he was just there for me. He was just, sorry y'all. He was just there for me, y'all, in so many ways. And I'm just so grateful and thankful that he had enough patience, like, and he has such a great relationship with God himself that he was able to pray for me. He was able to have his mindset to be in the right place to deal with me. And I say deal with me, but I can't even say that. To just be there for me, to be there for my children, to be what we needed in that moment, you know, before, after, during, all that stuff. And I remember one night I went to bed like very cold shoulder with him. And he even gave me and the baby the entire room. You know, he wanted me to be as comfortable as possible, y'all. Man, he would go on the couch sometimes. Like the boys, he'd make sure he put the boys in their room and put them to bed for me. Like when I say his man did so much, and because I was going through so much and I couldn't explain it. And he would ask me days like, "What's wrong? Is there anything I can do for you?" He was that person. I don't know why, but it used to just make me even more mad or upset. But he was just doing what he just knew to do or what he felt like he should be doing. And that I woke up the next day and I said, you know what? He doesn't deserve this type of treatment. And I don't know what's going on in my mind, but you know, him and I built our relationship on a great foundation. Like, we communicate so well. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take this time and I'm going to talk to him. Like, y'all, it was the most uncomfortable thing ever for me. Like, even though it's easy for me to talk to him, for this, I couldn't explain to him what was going on with me because I didn't know what was going on with myself. And during this time, I still didn't even know it was postpartum. Okay? I'm telling y'all today is postpartum because I've learned that that's what I was going through. And I still have moments like that. But during this time, y'all, when I had her, I did not know that's what I was dealing with. Like, I was going through, I was suffering from that. I was a victim of postpartum. And I remember me sitting up in the bed one morning. I had Avery like laying there, and Ahmad came in. I was like, I just want to talk to you for a minute. And him and I had a conversation, and I first apologized to him and explained to him, like, I don't know what's going on, but some days I'm happy, some days I'm not. I could be happy one moment and be sad the next moment. I can be angry. I said, I can't explain it. I said, I don't know what's wrong. I said, but it's not fair to you to not know what's going on with me. And I don't want you to feel like it's you, you know? So him and I had a conversation. We talked about it. And I think it was him that said to me, like, it might be postpartum, like you. And I was like, And like I said, y'all, I've never been through that with my boys. So having Avery, this is the first time me ever experiencing having postpartum. So I didn't know what to expect. I don't know how to handle something like that. So being able to talk to him and now have him in on what's going on with me, it allowed me to be able to be free from it a little bit. So I was able to talk about it. I ain't gonna say talk about it more, but having him there and now understanding what I'm going through and now him understand, like, I know it wasn't me, but even with him not knowing that it was him or whatever, he still never changed who he was, if that makes sense. So it made it easier for me to be able to open up and say something to him. Even though it was hard, it allowed me to be able to do it, if that makes sense. So once I talked to him about it, it became easier for me to recognize, say, hey, something is wrong. I can say that to him now, like, something was wrong. And I had, like, you know, two of my closest friends, you know, I was in a group chat and I finally spoke up to them about it. And I'm like, you know, this is what I'm dealing with. And I was like, y'all, postpartum is real. And I had no idea. Like, I could never relate to any of the other mothers out there before me having it because I never experienced it. But actually experiencing it, I get it. I see it. I understand it. It's a lot. It's a challenge. And I remember one of my friends, she said to me in the message, she said, I can't imagine what you're going through, but I'm going to add you to my prayer list every night. And that made me feel so good because now I know that I have a friend that can support me in what I got going on and what I'm struggling with. And then my other friend, my best friend is something else. Like, if I tell her something, she's on it. So with her finding out that I was going through that every day, she was checking in on me. And some days she would skip because she know me. She know how I am. So she would skip a day, but y'all, she was on it. I'm just checking in, making sure you're good. Just touching bases with you. You good over there? You need anything? Like, that's her. And as much as it aggravates me, that's her. And I appreciate all of them. That was my village. That is my village. And so I'm just so grateful that I can talk about it now and I can speak about it. But y'all, I suffered a long time in silence before I spoke up about it. And I could have ruined the closest people to me, but I didn't. And I thank God that they were in the right mind space and head space to be able to deal with it and to be able to support me in it and to be able to help me with what I need. So I say all that to say, y'all, like, postpartum is real. You know, you don't plan it, but you can manage it. And I say manage it once you figure out what's going on, once you can identify what is going on with you, talk about it, do something about it, get help. And I know this is a story time and it's not probably like the most fun, but it's very important to me. And it's important to everyone that I know that either experienced it or going to, don't even know if they're getting ready to experience it, having a baby, or experiencing it now. The best advice that I have for you is get help, talk. Do not suffer in silence. Do not try to, and I know sometimes it can make you feel like you're alone. It can make you feel like you're overwhelmed with everything and you can't move forward. You can't do it. But I'm here to tell you that you can do it. Pray about it. Continue to take this time to build a relationship with God. And even if you have one with him, make it stronger, because you're going to find comfort in him. And that's what I had to do. I found comfort in him. I had to realize my thoughts is not his thoughts. My mind is not his mind. And I had to like lean on him and trust that he got me. He allowed this to happen. So I thank God for that. I thank God for the strength for me to be able to talk about it, to be able to speak about it, and not be embarrassed to say, I don't know what's wrong. I don't know why I'm crying. I don't know why I'm upset, but I know something is not right with me. I'm glad that I was able to speak up about it because I have the support. And not only that, don't suffer in silence. Talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. So guys, that's a small snippet of what I've been through, what took me so long to post, what took me so long to reach out and talk and say, hey, another video coming, y'all. Here y'all go. That's what took so long. You know, that pregnancy with my baby Avery, it was definitely a different one. It was definitely a challenge. I am so grateful. I'm so blessed. I am so happy to have her here. She's a big blessing to us. I'm so grateful, y'all. I'm sure y'all probably see her on my social media if y'all haven't, but I'm going to probably post my social media on here again so you guys can see it. But y'all, I'm so grateful that I can sit here and talk about it. And I'm not going to lie, it's some days that I still have moments, you know, or I can experience it, but I can say this, I can manage it now and I can recognize it. So when I do feel something coming on, or I feel myself going down or in a dark place, I will say something to my man and I'm like, I'm like, y'all, when I say this man is so consistent, this is a consistent man, okay? It don't matter if we just talked a few moments ago. If he called me back, he's like, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? That's his thing. And because he wants to know how I'm doing. It's not just a second nature for him. Him asking me how I'm doing is because it's important to him on how I'm doing. He wants to know how I'm doing. And so if I'm not doing good in that moment, and we just talked maybe hours ago, I say, I'm all right. I'm just a little frustrated. I'm all right. Or I'm just a little down. I can speak on it now. I can say something and I can feel good about saying it. And I'll get that information from him and he'll be like, babe, I don't know what's going on, but you're going to be okay. I'm praying about it. Oh, babe, I'm so sorry you're going through that. I'm so sorry you're feeling this way, but it's going to be okay. You know, he never sticks on the problem. He sticks on what it's going to be. And my best friends are like that too. And I'm so grateful for them. And I know Stacy's going to watch this video and she's going to be like, girl, you did not tell me you was going through this. But girl, you'll understand why, because in the beginning I suffered in silence and didn't want to speak on it. But I'm so grateful for my village. And y'all, get you a village. And if you don't have a village, reach out to me. Reach out to me. If you're going through this or you've experienced postpartum, then you understand what I'm talking about and what I'm going through. And I can tell you right now, I'm in a better place than I have been in months. And I'm so grateful to say that. You guys will see me more on YouTube. You guys will see me more on TikTok. You guys will see me more on Snapchat. And you probably will see me more on IG. I don't know why, but it's like I'm not really feeling IG. I haven't had a Facebook in over 2 years. I don't see myself getting another Facebook. But guys, you will see more of me. And a little transparency for you guys. I was supposed to make this video, right? But for some reason, I couldn't fix myself to sit down to make this video, because I don't know why, y'all. I'm be honest, I don't even know why. I think I don't know why, but I can say that it's probably because I'm facing my truth. I've experienced postpartum. Postpartum is real. I'm a victim of postpartum. But guess what? It's not the end for me. Postpartum is not the end for me. I am doing a lot better. I am a lot better. And I'm in a happy place. My environment is positive. My relationship with my man is positive. My relationship with my children are positive. My relationship with my baby girl is positive. My relationship with God is positive. My relationship with myself is positive. And I just thank God for those things. And I thank God for my village. I thank God for everyone around me. I thank God for my motivation. And I thank God for the willpower to keep pushing, because you guys will see more of me. I will record more videos. I know I stopped with my business as well. Shady Lens is still valid. Shady Lens is still relevant, okay? So, guys, I'm looking to do more with my business, Shady Lens. I'm going to rebrand myself. I'm going to... I took my website down because I'm going to rebrand my website and everything. I'm going to redesign all of that. I'm going to be getting new inventory, so that will be coming to you soon. So please continue to just follow me and interact with me. So I know this video, like I said, it was definitely a serious video, but I love y'all. I'm thankful that I had a chance to be able to sit down to talk to y'all about this. If y'all want to know more about me, comment below on what else, what else you guys want to talk about. Comment below if you experienced postpartum and how did it help you. What are some things that you did to help you? If you are a victim of it now, what are some things that you need help with? Reach out to me, comment below, like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the post notifications bell so you guys won't miss another video. But also, guys, share this video, because this video may be a blessing to someone else. And if I can be a blessing to someone else, if I can be an anchor for someone else to be able to get up and keep pushing, let me be that. So y'all, I'm so excited I was able to get through this video without crying. I'm a little stuffy because of the allergies and the sinuses, but whatever. I'm just so grateful. I want to say, guys, thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for following me. Subscribe. Share this video. Encourage everybody else to subscribe to me. Excuse me. Comment below, like, what videos y'all want to see next. I'm with it. Let's get it. Because your girl just did this video, and I'm so proud of myself. Y'all see that shoulder move? All right, guys. So I love you guys. Deuce.